Hi guys, everyone. It's week three of our discussions. Again, thank you so much for the previous likes and engagements on the last post, which was even a bummer. It was even a bummer and a bigger hit than the last one and the previous one. I'm so thankful, so grateful. Didn't expect this at all. I didn't expect this level of love so fast in this journey, this journey, this career, I guess. So thank you so much for supporting and loving on every part of the process. So today we'll put out a continuation of the previous or the series that we've been embarking on, which is the Thinking Big series, and we talked about the importance of access to exposure in the first week and the importance of exposure to thinking big in the second week. This week we'll be talking about the importance of thinking big to dreaming big. That's what we're talking about this week. Now, thinking big and dreaming big are two completely different things. What does this mean? This means that a big thinker is not necessarily a big dreamer. A big thinker knows, the paradigms to be measured with in terms of thinking. A person that has a big level of thinking is a person that is more or less like wise. Yes, he is wise. He knows what is coming before it comes, and he knows what to do, what to supplant, what to suppress to get a particular outcome. Are you getting my point? But a big dreamer is someone that wants a particular outcome. And when we are talking about big, when we are using big here, we mean it is not just a normal outcome. We mean it is an extraordinary outcome. It is an outcome of success. It is an outcome that makes one stand out in society. That's what we're talking about. But that is what we are talking about here. Actually, we're not talking about just regular. This is what I want to do, and this if I want to eat, I go to the kitchen, or if I want to drink water, or if I want to we're talking about like doing big things that can change the whole fabric or the solution of the earth, that can ways in which you can poke in the earth and we can poke a hand in the earth and it can come out from the other side, like true, real, lasting, long impact. And that is what each one of us should live as, or to strive towards. Real, lasting, long impact. That's what each one of us, every one of us, as we are all called sons by God, should strive for this. We should not just choose or seek to be ordinary. We should seek to be extraordinary. Now, before that takes all my time, the importance of thinking big to dreaming big is what we want to talk about today. Now, how does thinking big impact dreaming big? I've already explained the definition of these two terms. Thinking big is a wider, more collective view of the world, and dreaming big is the interest or the application for someone towards a particular outcome, a particular great and big outcome. Now, what is the importance of thinking big to dreaming big? I'm sorry, but if you have big dreams and you are not wise, you can never get it. I'm sorry, let's just get that out of the way. If you have real big dreams, real lasting big dreams, and you are foolish, you cannot get it. Now, what I mean by foolish is not in the sense that we are not all wise. Obviously, we are not all wise. In the ALL-WISE, and also where we are not all wise. Not all of us that exist or lives on this earth are wise. Now, there's a reason for that, right? Because wisdom, as I've explained in previous weeks, takes a lot of work to build. It is a very intentional process of reading, of digestion, of assimilation, of reflection, of learning. So it is not something that just comes naturally. No, it doesn't. It takes a lot of work. And it takes not just takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of intentional work. Like, okay, this is what I want, this is what you want, this is what I want. So God, please give it to me. So you get my point. So you need to be able to, you won't be able to see everything that's coming on your path. That's impossible. But you need to be able to foresee some level of real introductions or real avoidances, that's pitfalls that you need to avoid before you get on your journey. You know, while you may not know exactly what might happen on a road anytime you go out to travel, you know that this road will take you somewhere. So that basic level of knowledge is what is needed. And that basic of knowledge to us or to most people on earth is actually called wisdom. Like that's just it. It's called wisdom. This is the road I have to take if this is what I want. You may not know what happens on that road. Today there might be hold up, as we call it over here in Nigeria and West Africa. There might be traffic on the road. Anything could happen. There might be an accident on your left or an accident on the right, and all of you have to wait. Your car might break down. All of this happens a lot. You don't know the conditions of the road, but you know that when you take this road, this is where you are going to. You get my point? So that is the importance of thinking big, dreaming big. You can't have a cohesive thought or plan for your life if you don't have a good system of thought already in place. So you need to have a very good system of thought, a very good way of thinking, a very excellent way of thinking to be able to accurately plan and predict the outcome of your life. And it is very possible to do so. Sorry, many people say, nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow, and I lie. If you do everything right, you know still make up. God no go let us sit down, and if you put yourself well, if you apply yourself well, as Bishop David Oyedepo says, there is no country on this earth that's applying yourself rigorously, diligently, and with discipline will not make you a success. Sounds like fairy tales, but it is true. If you are not wise in your dealings, if you are not, if you are foolish in your dealings, you will always get poor or bad results. And that is just the truth. Sorry to say this, but you should tell us the very important aspect of thinking big, of the right thinking. Now, how does thinking big affect dreaming big? Because you need to have a very good system of thought already in place for us, or for you to be able to access you need higher realms of existence higher realms of thoughts to access higher realms of existence. Like I said, so those two are intertwined. They are one and one. Now, normally one doesn't have to come with one. There are many people that are very wise and are content with living simple lives. They are there, and it is possible. They know what they are doing. They help their community in any way that they can, and they just don't seek to do too much. Now, there are many who understand the very nature of the community, the system, and the world at large, and have put in much and rigorous effort to be able to affect it on a global scale. And that is also nice. That is also very valid. That is also a very valid point still. When people think it has to come one with the other, no, it doesn't. It doesn't really have to come one with the other. One just comes individually or irrespective of the other. Now, what happens when fools dream big? When people who don't think big dream big? The thing that happens is either they see this very short-term view of the world and life itself in general, and their life in general. We also see this very short term of today, me today, or tomorrow, me today, tomorrow. When I mean tomorrow, I don't mean me today, tomorrow. I don't mean tomorrow of like maybe 10 years time. I mean like tomorrow after 24 hours, tomorrow. Like that is just how they think. They don't think really very long term. They are not able to apply the very popular, sorry to use this, how do they call this, buzzword, in popular culture these days, instant gratification. So they just have this very instant gratification view of the world, and so they can't really plan and fix. When they position or they encounter small problems, they quit. No matter how big their plan was that pushed them in the right direction at first, because they didn't have a good system of thinking in place, they were able to be swayed left and to be swayed right. That is why the Bible says, a wavering mind, a man with doubt is like the sea splashing left and right. Let him not think that he shall get anything from the Lord. That means that without a strong, good system of thought in place, you can't get anything from the Lord. That's just what it means. When you don't have a good system or a good sense of support in your mind, you kind of just wander around. No matter how big your dream is, no matter how important you think what you are doing is, if you don't really have a long-term plan or a long-term goal, you will stay stuck. So to be able to accurately dream big, to be able to see the needs of your society, and I mean global needs of your society at scale, and to be able to apply yourself therein, it needs wisdom. And that wisdom is formed from thinking bigger. You have to think bigger than you already are now to get to that bigger place that you want to be in. And it is possible. Let me say that to you again now. It is very possible. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let them tell you you're not from a rich family and you want the best for yourself. You want a good life for yourself. I'm very sorry to you, but this rich family, or this rich uncle, or this rich grandpa also had a poor grandpa, or I cannot say that they just their family or their whole lineage just came into this life with money. No, it was the true thinking, the correct form of thinking of someone in their family that changed their entire lineage. And when I say change their entire lineage, I don't mean the rest didn't think at all. I mean they were just able to sustain and multiply. There was also thinking on their part. There was also wisdom on their part. I mean, I saw somewhere from a group that I was in on WhatsApp, he very accurately analyzed the story of the prodigal son. The prodigal son was born into a rich family. He had a rich father. He collected his inheritance and was able to become a jai boy, a very rich boy in a faraway land. So you should know how much that money was. He was born into provision, he was born into abundance, he was born into wealth. And what happened? He lavished it all. That means that your family is not a predestinator of your destiny. Where you were born to is not a determinant of where you will get to. So I'm very sorry if these people have succeeded in mounting your mind and closing your mind, but please open it back. Open it right back. It's what's best for you. Take intentional and consistent steps in bettering your future and your life, and that is exactly what you see. So yeah, a very good system of thinking, and I've explained how to get these very good systems of thinking. Read books, read the Bible, study people, study mentors, study people that have gone far in life, study people that have gone where you want to go to in life, and then hold them close. Hold them by their trouser like this to make sure that you get what you want to get from them, what you want to learn from them. It is very important. You cannot go anywhere without seeing it first, like I've explained in the previous video. You cannot go anywhere without seeing it first. So look for what to see first, look for what to emulate, to copy first, and then slowly you start finding your own path around it. Thank you so much for listening to this video again. I really appreciate you for spending your the small time in your day with me every time. This is the third video now in this series, and I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscribes, your subscriptions, and probably there'll be more soon. We've done 3, so it remains just 3. The importance of dreaming big to doing big things. I love this topic. This one is a very important one to me. And the importance of doing big things to becoming a success, and the true importance of being a success to the society. So we'll be talking about this in the following upcoming 3 weeks. So I hope you stay with me until the end, and if there will be more that we'll talk about or we'll discuss, about for them or after them, I'll be able to tell that to you. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you for listening and for watching.